Welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, X7, your host of Zenorama, the podcast of Heroes and Monsters. It is live action series Thursday, and we are going to be talking about episodes 7 through 9 of The Land of the Lost Season 2. They're pretty good episodes, all in all. One of them is written by Theodore Sturgeon, and you really aren't going to go wrong with him writing anything for you. Go read it. It's terrifying. Still, 100 years later. Be that as it may, before we get too much further into it, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about these 3 episodes. Let me know what you think about the series in general. I really enjoy it. These have been really harsh, not as harsh on the second series second season as I am on the third season. I'm hoping that I'm wrong about the third season too. All right, having said all that, let's roll.
Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition met the greatest earthquake ever known. High on the rapids, it struck their tiny raft and plunged them down 1,000 feet below to the land of the lost.
So let's talk about that tiny raft for a moment. Now, they were not inexperienced campers or at all. They had their provisions. That raft, it might have been tiny because it was only 3 people, but it was well provisioned with supplies and, as we'll see, first aid kits. And, they knew how to trap and skin, and eat animals. These were not helpless explorers, just, city slickers, as the case may be, if you want to call them that. That's a little unfair, but because there are people who know what to do and know how to do it. But they knew what they were doing. And once again, I reiterate my theory that Rick Marshall is not just somebody doing a survey or whatever he was doing. I think he knew a lot more than he let on and was way smarter and was looking for time anomalies, possibly sent there by the TVA or the Time Lords. Go figure. But that raft was well laden with stuff.
To the land of the lost. To the land of the lost.
And we're back. So, The Longest Day, written by Joyce Perry. Now, this episode, number 7, or 25 in this complete series, 24, pardon me, was written by Joyce Perry, directed by Gordon Wiles. It aired October 18th, 1975. It's pretty simple. So, at least they should go by quickly. We get a nice pteranodon shot or two. And then there's Dopey, that's the puppet. Once again, we see a strange bug here, which we've never seen before. Dopey goes to visit the Marshalls, and they're still working on this map. Whether it's the pylons or just what they're trying to do, we'll never know. Because when they got out at the end of season 1, they just left. They'd left all of their stuff there, I guess, for the next people that would show up, possibly. We'll never know now, will we? There's the pylon. We get a lot of pylons here. And right inside, then we see that blue crystal right there. It goes out like a lamp, like a light bulb in a lamp. Always horrible when that happens because you never have them, no matter how much you think you're prepared. Grumpy visits the Marshalls. Holly's worried about Dopey, who gets away. I believe this was all stock footage of the just put in a different form. So we wouldn't quite notice. I mean, as a grown older eyes would notice that it's the same stuff we see all the time. They don't use they have not used the fly swatter on Grumpy at all yet. But Rick looks out and sees the sun is still in the same position. Something's gone wrong. To quote the Buzzcock, something's gone wrong again. That's for the artist formerly known as Tamikaze. The dinosaurs are pitching a fit, and Holly can't handle it. Apparently, the guys don't have such delicate ears. We get a shot of Spot and Emily and Spike marching in a row, stock footage, so they don't have to reanimate it. Rick's going out to look. He's going to go find Enoch to see what's going on. Holly says, take the pendants. And there he goes into the Lost City. I don't see Alice floating around there, but the Sleestack are a little bent out of shape because it's eternal. The sun has not gone down. They think the marshals have done something. I don't exactly. Oh, yes, this is their incubator. But they see in the Council of Skulls that Rick and his family looking at that, seeing them trying to. But Enoch's nowhere to be found, even though he's credited, as we saw in the opening sequence. I hadn't realized how well these pendants were jeweled, and they are very ornate. We did make our own at some point in time out of clay, something to bake it, and they were not this ornate, but they were cool. I wish I knew where mine was or what happened to it. Lost to the sands of time. But you can see the Council of Skulls, and they've got Rick there. And there. So we learned that the Sleestack are 7,000 in number and have fertile eggs. So that means some of them have to be female, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It would not surprise me if the Sleestacks were a matriarchy at all. So, I mean, Enoch sounds male, but nobody ever asked him, and they don't wear clothes. You can't tell, and who's going to get close enough to find out, right? So there they are, showing Rick what he did. Now Alice shows up. So really, all we've seen, this is the most of all the dinosaurs we've seen this episode. Sleestack still don't like the sun, but we see Wesley playing football, and look at these old helmets. So I'm not 100%. Well, this works out. Yeah, they rescue him, but then they get caught, and they float away. And Rick is seeing all of this stuff. Holly and talking like she's from 200 years ago. And then he gets out, and he's like, "Where have you? Thanks for rescuing. You haven't been in there." So he's been either hallucinating, and his knife is gone, but his ropes are cut. He goes in, sets it off, and that's the end. And we'll see the end here right now. He puts the blue crystal in. The sun starts to set again. And it drops fast. Night falls quickly in the land of the lost. Now they're hunting for a lunar moth or something. They name it.
Don't worry about it, honey. We'll be home in just a few minutes.
This is a great scene.
Hey, Dad, look! It's your knife. Well, maybe the Sleestack aren't so bad after all.
Well, at least we're the good guys for tonight. But tomorrow, that might be a different story.
Very gentle ending. I like this episode a lot. Okay, our second episode, which is the 8th episode of the second season, the 25th overall, The Pylon Express. This is the one written by Theodore Sturgeon. As I mentioned, his stuff is great. He is the one who infamously said 80% of everything is crap. I don't know if he believed that truly, but it's a great quote. This episode was first aired October 25th, 1975. It's also a good episode. I mean, you really ain't going to go wrong with Theodore. The Pakuni are chanting around this odd pylon which has no key. Rick and Will hear it, and they go off to see it. The moons are aligning. Dun dun dun. You know that's always trouble. They chant, and then the third moon comes up. It opens up. They throw a gourd in it of some kind, or a squash maybe. Looks like, I don't know, an acorn squash. I don't know what kind of squash it looks like. Spaghetti maybe. I don't know. And it throws out all of this stuff, potato chips, and even a old school cart. Actually, that's pretty much the same what they look like now. They never really improved them. Rick goes in, and Will goes in, and Ta chucks another gourd in, and it shuts. And then Chaka's upset. He's having a conniption about it. But look at this, just generic stuff here. Although who knows, oyster crackerettes, potato chips. I don't even know. So they probably made sure they didn't have name brands. Wouldn't want to. Holly wakes up. Nobody's around. She tries to signal him. She's like, I'm going to Lost City to see where y'all are. She's mad. Then she changes her mind and says she misses him. Chaka tricks Saw into carrying all of his load. They know what boxes are. How are they going to open this stuff? They don't know how to use a can opener. Albert shows up, still as cute, although apparently he's bigger, but he has no teeth. He's like the least threatening theropod ever. I mean, an Allosaurus fragilis without any teeth? Come on. I mean, his mom would they probably grew quickly. Chaka feels bad. He tells them what happens. They want Holly wants Ta to help, but he tricks her. Well, he says, give me all your stuff. So she does because she wants her family back. 3 moons align. She goes in. He tries to close it up, but they're Rick and Will. He thinks they've been gone 10 minutes. They've been gone a day and a half, which is why Holly would be frantic. Look, they've got all their stuff packed away. So she looks at that, and then crystals these glowing mini Skylons show up. They take her to some various places. The Alps or the Andes, maybe. The Lost City, where Enoch shows up, sort of. I mean, it's a little undone. It's obviously a drawing, but at least he's live action. A strange place where this talking bouncing box shows up. Somewhere they leave a message for Holly, don't come out. Good thing, because the little creature blows up. And then this weird, I'm sure was inspired by War of the Worlds. Oops, let's go back there. And it threatens Holly, and she's like, come on, pylon. And then she finds herself back at home. I don't know if she knows those kids, but oh my gosh, they're wearing flared trousers. I mean, how uncool is that? Knights of the Square Table, indeed. They're throwing a frisbee around. Do kids even throw frisbees in parks these days? Frisbees are fun. Probably strain something now. Your humble agent is of a vintage where you'd have to be more careful. The moons line up. Rick and Will have had enough of Ta's nonsense, but they get Holly back. And there they go, and then they talk. And now we'll hear the end of this.
Come on.
It doesn't look like it's night, though, does it? I mean, I suppose the moons are that bright.
Daddy, you're proud of me, Daddy. You didn't even cry once.
Let's go back to the cave.
I wonder what they did with all the cans and the can opener and everything. Because they could have used some of that stuff.
The weird thing is, 10 minutes in the pylon was a day and a half back in the land of the lost.
Then Todd didn't open the pylon?
No, honey. See, the only time that happens is when the 3 moons line up in the sky.
Ta is a
The
grifter.
pylon door opens and closes whether Todd dances or not. See, he just saw it happen once, so he cashed in on it.
Ta is pretty
Dad got it out
smart.
of time. It's not going to happen again for 3 or 4 years.
But all of our stuff. Gave it back?
Because if he wouldn't have given it back to us, then we would have told the other Pakuni that he was a phony.
Oh, now I get it.
Now I get it. Look at the food they're
I'm
eating.
sure glad you left that sign for me.
See,
Then I would have gotten out where it looked like home.
Sorry.
The sign said Holly don't.
We didn't leave a sign.
dun dun
The sign said
dun.
Holly don't. It looked like you're writing, Daddy.
Honestly, honey, I didn't leave you a sign.
You did.
Beats me. Just another mystery to add to the land of the lost.
I thought the little critter
Well, at
did.
least we know one thing.
What's that?
Next time that the three moons line up in the sky, we can go home.
But look, they've got their metal utensils there. Now, that had to come with their little raft, their tiny raft. All right, and our ninth episode, our third episode, but the ninth episode overall, or ninth episode of the season, and the 26th overall is called Nice Day. It was aired November 1st, 1975, written by Dick Morgan. And this one, I gotta say, is not the most exciting episode ever. So, oops, I hope that didn't show up on here. But there's Spike. That's pretty much our only dinosaur we see. Chaka finds a flesh-eating plant which eats bugs or whatever it catches and is poisonous. And then Rick is inventing a trap so they can catch some live dinner for meat. While Will has built himself the first and only fishing rod there, and he's going off. And he doesn't want Holly, so he tricks her into making some of his much beloved Smilax cakes, which he hates. And he meets Chaka, who tries to show him how to do it, how to fish. Holly's digging up stuff and threatens Will constantly if he doesn't eat all of them. So they're doing the most boring sport in the world, unless it's, well, yeah, fishing is just, I'm sorry, it's boring. But is not as boring as watching baseball or golf, but be that as it may. I like playing baseball and I've enjoyed golf, but watching this stuff, more threats to Will. Will is unsuccessful fishing. Of course, Chaka, the minute he hands Chaka the line, he gets a bite. And he pulls in a fish. Chaka throws it back in because the Pakuni are at least obligate vegetarians. They're not carnivores, they're vegetors. I don't know what that would translate to. Rick, in the meantime, captures this massive pig, like 300 pounds. Holly wants pork chops, and he says this is so true. You should never kill more than you can eat. And there's only 3 of them, and that pig would go bad, the flesh would, and he's rightly so. He says, our cave would be surrounded by dinosaurs that want to eat the carrion. Now, Grumpy would swallow it in a bite and go away. So it wouldn't go to waste, but I see his point is well taken because, hunting you have to hunt if you need meat, but if you hunt I just never got hunting for sport. That's me. What do we got here? Spike again. Nice shot there. And now Chaka thinks he saved Will's life by throwing away his fish and his rod. Why he can't build another one is beyond me, but, he tries to save Holly from the pig, and he pushes everybody back. She gets bitten by the plant, chompy chomp, and there's it spit out the bones of whatever critter it had just consumed. So off Will gets sent to get the first aid kit, obviously in their tiny raft. There's a theme going on here. Then he drops the iodine or the ammonia, the smelling salts. Runs back, smacks into a Ta, who's dressed as a witch doctor, loses the first aid kit. We don't see him pick it up, but he does. He tells his dad he broke it. Chaka says, hey, we'll help. Ta's got this herb he waves under Holly's nose, which wakes her up right away. Then they decide to give him the pig. That's his reward for saving Holly's life. And we'll watch that now. How about that?
Ta, the physician, already knew.
Ta, the magician, you mean?
Well, every doctor's entitled to his fee.
Will,
why don't we give the great Ta, the physician, a big reward? I mean, a really big reward.
Now, Will hasn't seen the pig yet. Well, he might have, but he doesn't know
We
that
got
Chaka's
a
afraid of it.
Big reward
Well, I guess he does.
for the big medicine man. Very important. Big reward.
Ta is almost as tall as Will.
Big reward. Oh, very big reward.
This poor pig. It's well trained, though. Because pigs are smart.
Ta!
Even Chaka's laughing at him. Woo, 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 woo. Why doesn't he just leave? The pig isn't moving. That's a little mean, I think. Our heroes have not been kind to Ta, even though he's a con man. Smilax cakes.
Vera?
Hmm?
Chaka Vera Barret, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Will has to eat his words and the Smilax
Well,
cakes.
I wonder how Ta's doing.
Well, the pig got out. Just leave, Ta. It doesn't care about you. For as smart as he is. All right, my fellow agents. That is our 3 episodes for today. I'm sorry the last one was kind of boring. Funny. It's cute. But of the 3 we've shown, it's the least. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll have music of some kind. I haven't decided exactly what. Probably another standard 7-song Friday. But until that time, this is X7, both signing off and phasing out.
When I look all around, I can't believe the things I found. Now I need to find my way. I must find me living in the land of the lost. Living in the land of the lost.